Gallo and Tommy the Genie.
Welcome. This is Loaded Gloves NYC. And here's a little piece of history.
With his head trainer, Freddie Roach, wearing red, official weight 145, 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 50 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 draws. From Kayumba, Sarangani Province, the former flyweight world champion, former super bantamweight world champion, former featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, former lightweight world champion, former light welterweight world champion, and reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
Wow.
That's the best intro ever right there.
And let's talk a little top-ranked boxing from Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum.
I'll tell you, you hear that, and I want to punch HBO for the way they treated
Right? Unbelievable. Another
That was
reason.
HBO, right? There was
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
of course.
I want to punch them for how they've treated Manny Pacquiao, saying he can't sell tickets anymore. He can't do this. Don't look at your screen, though. You get distracted. But I can't. You go now. Come on. This is all you now.
So
Channel your hate for HBO and take it out into this microphone like you take it out on a bad cab driver when you're stuck in traffic, when you got to go through the fire. That was my Teddy Atlas right there.
another reason why nobody should watch HBO. Boycott HBO. I got to tell you, though, Andre Ward is good in the booth.
No. Well, he is, but we can't say that now. We're channeling it's Christmas time. We're gonna treat HBO. We're gonna take them through like the HBO Christmas Carol. They're gonna have to go through the Ghost of Christmas Past, and that was it right there. Manny Pacquiao is the Ghost of Christmas Past.
So here's the thing. We're going to talk a little Bob Arum because Bob Arum basically is boxing in this country, right? He's been one of the faces of global boxing. And HBO
What about HBO?
recently said,
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, you don't sell tickets anymore. You don't sell pay-per-views, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Basically,
They stuck it to Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao.
yes.
So what happened?
My boy Bob decided to take his boys, his family, Vasil Lomachenko, Terrence Bud Crawford, Jesse Magdaleno, all the champions, all the future
Valdez.
young rising stars,
Yeah.
Oscar Valdez's children, the children of children, the children of God, the son of God. Well, not son of God, but decided to take everybody. And he said, HB later. And he took them and signed a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal with ESPN. And I'm not that much of a fan of ESPN. I don't like commercials during their intermissions, but he stuck it to HBO. He stuck it to HBO like my ex-girlfriend stuck it to me. He stuck it. He stuck it in. He turned it. He dug it in, and he turned it on them. Because now, guess what? HBO is the network of Canelo Alvarez only.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
and
it.
Triple G, who they're
Yeah.
dying to steal it from.
Who's going to be old soon. He's going to be done soon.
He's losing the rematch. You know they're giving it
Bob
to Canelo.
packed up the car, packed up the house, packed up the luggage, the cats, the pets, everything, and said, hey, Jim Lampley, see ya.
So,
See ya.
well, I love...
And Howard Letterman said, we got the fights. Oh, wait, we don't got the fights anymore. Like, that's what he said. We don't have anybody fighting anymore on our network.
Who is this guy? I've never heard
Howard,
of him.
how do you have this fight? What fight? We ain't got nobody fighting no more.
There's no more fighters. The HBO
I had
executives...
fights. Yeah. We ain't got anybody but Canelo Alvarez.
He's going to be fighting HBO executives soon.
Yeah, nothing. HBO's got, that's all they got. They got Salido, retired, unretired, whatever. They have,
Here's Canelo's
they
next
got
fight.
Golden Boy. They are literally, HBO
Yeah.
has become the Golden Boy farm system. That's what they are. They're a farm team for Golden Boy. Listen, I love Golden Boy. I love Diego De La Hoya. I love Joet Gonzalez and Hector Tanajara and all these young kids fighting up. I have no problems with Golden Boy, but they maneuvered themselves in, and it hurt them. Because now, basically, even boxing the boxers themselves know. I'm telling you right now, Tevin Farmer ain't going to be fighting on one of their cards again, but they've learned, and now Arum owns boxing now. At age 106, which I have no idea how old he really is, Bob Arum is the godfather. He's the man behind the curtain. He's the wizard of the boxing Oz. He is the guy. He has all these young fighters. He's got a kid, Shakur Stevenson, in his ranks. It's going to be. He's got a guy that could still be fighting in 20 years. So he has a future built.
He won't be alive, but
he might be a cryogenic floating head. They might keep him alive. He says stupid things. He's fun.
But I wasn't gonna get to that.
Yes.
He's
Tell
like,
us about the stupid Bob Arum thing.
He's like your World War II grandpa that doesn't care anymore and says whatever he wants.
He doesn't care.
He's like, you know what I love about him? At the weigh-ins, see, I'm weird. I like to watch the promoters during weigh-ins, not the fighters. Like, I'm obsessed with watching De La Hoya at weigh-ins because he's so awkward. Bob Arum's a funny one because he stands up at the weigh-ins, and the stage will be to his left, and everyone will be going crazy, the fighters, and he'll be standing. He always wears a sweater, his khakis, and he'll have his blazer like this, and he just sits there like this.
He does. He is. He's like that old. He's like Grandpa.
But like Grandpa owns everything, runs everything. He doesn't even look at the girls. He doesn't look at the fighters. Rigo Lomo when he's like this. He just said, and I got such a kick out of it.
And trust me, we'll do a show on that one day. Top Rank wins in the girls.
I mean, oh yeah, we got to do that one day. Yeah. So
Top Ranked girls at the Lomachenko fight were
like, for example, like Bob Arum. He says whatever he wants now, and I don't know, in 2009, he called UFC fans skin-headed white guys. Bob Arum also stated...
Go to an MMA fight.
Arum also stated that MMA fighters, guys rolling around like homosexuals on the ground.
Well, that's wrong.
Then he described, it's wrong, but this is your World War II grandfather.
You can't beat up Grandpa.
Arum described UFC President Dana White as nuts and a loose cannon.
He is, though.
So... But let's not forget, who is this man? Born in the city, from New York, Knucklehead Nation, Crown Heights. I'll
tell you, go on the Top Rank page right now. Let's just go through their fighters, because it's scary. It's scary. It's like the difference between having the First family and the Royal family and having the freaking Brady Bunch. Like, Golden Boy's got great prospects, but Top Rank's got prospects, current great young champions, current great old champions that I don't want Manny to go out bad. I'd like to see him do something. I don't think him fighting Lomachenko at 135 is what I want to see him do. I would like to see him avenge his Jeff Horn loss.
Yeah.
Knock Jeff Horn out, have a belt, and say, see you, I'm now running the Philippines. What's in your wallet?
See, Manny should have left when the Bradley fight. When he won the title. To me, that would have been like...
Instead, Bradley left.
But you're right.
What the hell happened there? That was like reverse of what was supposed to happen.
And that's the thing. Like Manny, I wanted him as I'm a Manny. He's my favorite fighter of all time. I was like, okay, Manny, just be that guy who goes out on top. Okay, like for example, I'm watching Scarface last night. My wife had never seen Scarface, right? So. She's giving me a hard time. She's like, well, I'm like, stop it. Watch Scarface.
It's such a poorly acted
She doesn't
movie,
watch
though.
old movies, but it's incredible.
I know. It's just so poorly acted.
I haven't seen it in like 2 or 3 years.
Worst Cuban accent.
But here's what I do. When things start going bad for Tony Montana and Scarface, I turn off the movie. She goes, what are you doing? I said, well, it's kind of like Manny Pacquiao. He should have retired after the Tim Bradley win, and he was world champion. I don't want to see these guys go down, Other than Andre Ward, which I'll never get to see, I don't want to see these guys lose it all. And
I know.
So let's go. They have Alex Saucedo.
Saucedo we love.
Welterweight, 26-0, 16 KOs.
Bam!
Then they got a guy from Russia, Alexander Besputin.
Never heard of him.
8-0, 6 KOs.
Prospect.
Super welterweight.
Bam!
Andy Ruiz, the heavyweight.
Bleh.
What are you going to do? He's been fun.
He likes donuts.
Andy Vences.
Vences is okay.
20-0, 12 KOs.
I like Vences.
Lightweight.
What happened to him?
Antonio, another prospect. Brian Jennings.
Looked good. He looked good.
Right, let's see here.
He's not like. Can't you skip through the other way of looking at him all at once instead of flipping through one at a time?
Christopher Diaz, let's see.
Chris Diaz. That's what we
Aegis
just talking about. Chris
Kavalouskis.
Diaz. Oh, Aegis. Yes, Kavalouskis is the one that
Chris Diaz. The
Listen, yeah, go back to Kavalouskis. That's
Here.
the next welterweight champion. What's his record right now?
Okay, he's 18-0, 15 KOs.
He's welter, too. Everyone keeps talking Spence and,
Wow.
and Bud Crawford coming up. Kavalouskis is the guy. I forgot his nickname.
5'9".
Yeah, he's got one of those
71-inch reach, too.
Yeah, he's got power, too, and he's got I forgot his nickname. He's got a good name.
The Bean Machine.
Mean Machine? No, it's not that.
Yeah.
I thought usually they have nails and hammers. That's usually their nicknames if you're Ukrainian.
Let's see
They
here.
got good guys, man.
He's got Felix Verdejo, who's been quiet. What's up with him?
I don't know. I kind of feel like when he comes back, he's going to be good. Like I know he's been fighting, but he hasn't been. He's doing what I call the Shawnee Monahan path to the least, amount of fights.
Then you got
Zurdo,
Gilberto Ramirez, who we may see on what, March 17th?
I think it's March 17th. Zurdo, yes.
I mean,
and Jose Carlos is Ramirez. That's him too. He has him too.
And then you go down. He's got
Jesse Hart. I like
Jesse Hart. Yeah, great fighter.
Yep.
He's got Jesse Magdaleno.
Oh,
Savage.
Yes. Jesse Magdaleno.
Jose Benavides.
Oh my God! He's welter. He's another welterweight. Everyone knows.
Here's our boy, Jose Carlos Ramirez.
Jose Carlos Ramirez, the guy who's handling the California water crisis.
He's fighting for water. Okay, but he's got a big fight coming up.
Yes.
He's got a title fight.
Who is he fighting again, though? I forgot. I told you.
Fighting,
it's a big fight. He's fighting somebody we like.
Oh, my God.
It's driving me crazy now. Just keep flipping through it. I'll look it up.
Jose Carlos Ramirez is fighting.
March 17th, I think, is Jose Carlos Ramirez,
Let's see.
February. Somebody big.
His neck. He's got a next.
No.
Next fight is.
It's definitely somebody big.
Oh, Iman.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, the Young Master.
The Young Master.
The Young Master, that's it.
Okay, then we go down Joseph Parker.
He has Joseph Parker, too? Oh, that's
Says
right. I heard him.
24-0.
Yes, I saw him talking about how he's going to get that sign and how Parker's sparring with Joshua, he's exposed Anthony Joshua and can beat him. I don't think so.
Marquez. Can't forget that.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Give me goosebumps seeing Marquez, man. I just want to watch these fights over again. You want to go back and
Whatever
watch
happened
those
to
fights.
him? Whatever happened to this guy? Constantine Panamaro.
He fights.
32-0, 13.
He's like they don't push him.
Manny Pacquiao.
Who I don't understand
Favorite of all
when
time.
people do their stupid top 5 pound for pound. He's still active until he retires.
Right.
He's
got to be in the top 10.
He has to be in the top 10. Unfortunately, until Floyd retires, he does too. But
A Russian prospect.
he's got
Michael Conlon.
Yeah, Michael Conlon. He'll sell it though. He'll sell it. He's got Miguel Mariaga. Yes, who I like.
This is that girl, Michaela Mayer, that we saw.
Yeah, is she good looking?
Alvarado, back in the day, was a fun guy to watch.
Fights. He's still fun. He fights on Bean. He's like
Walters,
you know what it is?
quit.
He's like the official fighter, Mike Alvarado, of Bean Sports.
Dude, look who he's got. The nail.
He's got the nail.
He's got the nail. So he's working with Klimas.
Yeah, so that's all. So that's one Klimas, and then he should have Lomachenko on there.
He's got
Klimas.
Valdez next, Oscar Valdez.
Oh, my God, bro.
Bob Arum's stable.
Bob Arum is like the Hugh Hefner of fight promoters. Like, he's got the studs.
Ray Beltran, who we like.
We like, Ray Beltran. Come on, how do you not like Ray Beltran?
This kid supposedly is
this the Japanese
unbelievable.
kid?
No, yeah, this is a different Rex. So supposedly this kid is incredible.
He's got some kind of like international belts, like this WBC silver and
They're
stuff
saying
like that.
this kid, okay, is Chinese. This kid supposedly is unreal.
Was he super light? No, go through the
let's see.
fighters
Hold on,
first. Let's
let
go
me
through the
see,
rest of his fighters.
Super flyweight.
Superfly? He's Superfly. Oh.
He's 5'7", dude. Chinese.
Superfly is big. That's big for Superfly 5'7".
He's Chinese.
All right, so we'll do it.
We got to look.
We got to do a China
Yeah,
show.
we got to do a China show.
We got to. So that's it. We're off of his guys now.
No. We're still.
Well, we
going
didn't
on.
get the Vasile. Vasile.
He's going by alphabetical order, first name. Let's see. You know what? I forgot this guy's name because it was so strange, but I meant to tell
The
you
Chinese
about
guy?
him. Yeah.
I'll check him out. Rex So.
You'd think with so many people they'd have more champions. This guy's a champ now. This Ryota.
Yes, he is.
He's
yeah.
the
Murata.
WBA or something.
Yep.
Shakur Stevenson,
Yeah, he's-
Newark, New Jersey.
That's my boy. Love him.
This guy we've seen.
Lopez. Yeah.
Didn't we see this guy?
Yes, we saw Lopez.
Teofimo?
Yep.
Bud Crawford.
Oh,
Terrence
forgot Bud
Crawford. He's
Crawford.
got. Yeah.
See that you don't even know like who's his best because he has
Right.
3 top 5
Timothy
pound
Bradley.
3 top 5 pound for pound guys. He has them. You know?
Vasily Lomachenko. Look at his
this
dad.
is unbelievable, man. I want to be signed by Top Rank.
No.
I want a Top Rank. I'm going to get
Victor
Paul Barbera.
Postel.
Yeah, I heard
No, I think he's fighting again soon.
I heard he's changed his style and he's coming out differently, but whatever. I'm done with him.
Zhao Schming
He retired.
lost to Amnat.
He
The
retired.
one blemish on his record, though.
No, he lost after that and he retired.
Right. But
They don't
I'm
have it
saying
updated. They didn't update
They don't have to, but he's losing to Amnat.
Yeah, he quit right after that because he's such a big star. He doesn't really want to train. So,
Salcedo. Oh, we already went through.
how do you feel
So-
about? Let's get off the fighters now. I want your opinion. Is it good or bad for boxing to have a guy in control, or is it? Let's just say,
Well-
is this the guy? If there was going to be a guy that has control over this many top fighters, is he? Are you okay with him being the one, as opposed to Oscar? I'm going to fight everybody out of their weight classes.
I think Bob
you don't
Arum.
want Heyman having them. That's for sure. 'cause
That's
then-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, no one.
Bob Arum is the lesser in the U.S. of four evils. Bob Arum is the lesser of evils of Arum.
Well, that would be him.
I mean, Bob Arum is the lesser of 5 evils. It's you don't want him to be Al Heyman. You
No.
don't want him to be Oscar De La Hoya, DeBella, and DeGuardia.
Well, I'm not. No comment, Joe.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
there's
don't-
3 big There's
Well-
3 big boxing managers.
Promoters,
Because
too,
Heyman's
yeah.
not a promoter, right?
What about
So, Floyd?
Jay-Z and Floyd?
Rock Nation signing a lot of people up.
I think if Floyd had that much talent, he'd know what to do with it. I do. I don't know
Right.
if he's ready to have that much talent at once. I think Floyd is just retired. He's 40.
But you know what I like
so
about
for a promoter's age, Floyd's young. So Floyd has years now to build his camp up. But what Arum would never tolerate what Gervonta Davis did. I don't think he would
Right.
tolerate it.
I mean, the thing about Arum is
I don't think he would.
He's
I think
got-
he'd fire him.
why I love him is because of that international appeal. You know, so
Yeah.
you got to think that
Although I
Klimas is like
see a lack of
American.
Filipino and Japanese
You'd
fighters.
think he'd have more Filipino. Well, Japanese are all under that Tikin.
That's true.
They got those
That's true. They
Japanese
got their own-
guys.
but you maybe start scooping up Jerwin and Chaos and one of the other guys. What are those? Prince Pagara and stuff. Like scoop them up. Maybe with Arum, they'd be better. Like maybe they'd get challenged and get more fights
Well,
and
like
be
the
better.
Jeff
Or
Horn
Wang
thing.
Hang. Pick up Wang Hang.
When is that fight happening?
I don't know, but someone finally wrote an article on him, so that's good. But so you think he's good because he's the lesser of all the evils? I
think
agree
he
with you
is.
100% on that.
And I think he gets the international thing. I think he focuses there. Really, he does.
I
mean,
think
but
his entire focus is on boxing, which is why I like him. Like I think Oscar's
You're right.
caught up
You're
in
right.
the celebrity of it, and I like Oscar. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I like Golden Boy, but I think Oscar's more. Ringling Brothers and Heyman's and Bob Arum's more Big Apple Circus,
And
a little bit more.
Heyman's WWE.
Yeah, and Heyman's WWE, but and Joe DeGuardia's prison boxing. But
No, Joe DeGuardia is like.
I like DeBella. I do like DeBella because he tries to push.
Hey, he's always got a guy up
He's
there.
always got a guy up there, and he tries to push the women. And it's not his
My
fault
ambition
that we're
is to
watching
watch my
TV
business.
No, I'm
commercials.
trying to turn this
Ambitions live
mute.
everywhere.
We're watching a nice commercial about women's
Look
freshness.
at Aaron.
I know you like the way he stands in the background.
Look at he's just.
He's just chilling with his khakis.
Look at he doesn't even.
Wow, look at him. He looks shot, bro.
I told you this is him and everyone.
I know,
Look,
he's
this
just-
is why I love him. He's hilarious.
I know he's a good guy. 2018. We already said 2018. You said the year of the glove,
The year of the
year
glove?
of the Murat, the year of the Arum.
Yeah,
Look at those. They still have nice. They have
top rank.
top
yeah.
rank girls have nice.
And you notice how top rank girls like the
Oh, that's my boy right there.
the De La Hoya, the Corona girls are the
Which were the girls that we
That-
find frightening?
Oscar the Top Rank. No, not Top Rank.
Top Rank was
Oscar
gorgeous.
de la Hoya's girls.
The Tecates?
His,
the Tecate was nice. It's the Corona ones.
The Corona ones, yeah. The Corona ones are like...
The Tecate girls are hot, but the Corona girls are... I think they're not girls. But
it's like Oscar's like, let me go to some seedy club and like, hey,
the
you want a job?
Tecate girls are hot too, man. But I was very impressed by the females attending and participating at MSG on that Top Rank card. Just every female, just the crowd even.
How old is Rigondeaux? We're looking at the weigh-in.
I think Guillermo Rigondeaux could be about 56. Or 20, because he snuck into the country when he was like 11 and told them he was 18. You never know. Could go either way. But look at Bob Arum. You just love looking at Arum.
He's just staring at her.
Joey Elgayo is obsessed with the way Bob Arum is standing in the background.
He's just staring at her. Like, she's got to know, like, okay, the boss is just staring at me.
Which Top Rank guy?
Okay.
After
question.
the top 3 guys, like who is their next breakout star? I think it's Magdaleno's going to be top 5 pound for pound by the end of 18.
Whoa.
I really do. I like him. I like him that much.
So if Magdaleno's got to be...
I know you're going to say Valdez, but...
I don't know, but Valdez is kind of scaring me
dropped.
now.
Yeah, he got dropped, but maybe he'll come back stronger. But just watching video on Magdaleno,
Yeah. Sorung Visi. Kelly DeVi's in town for the to support Billy Joe Sanders for that fight. I saw him.
He's on the. I think he's on the other. They haven't listed the lineup yet for Superfly 2.
Oh, when's that going to be? That's going to be
it's
great.
In February, I think. But all they announced was the Ringvasi Estrada fight, which is going to be. That's a fight.
Oh my God.
That's
incredible.
El Gallo Estrada ain't going down like Roman did. He's no way.
No.
He's too good. He's too technical He's a solid boxer. Like, he's got the boxing handbook.
You're right.
That's what it is, where Roman's kind of unorthodox and gets hit a lot.
Roman was in a lot of wars.
Yeah, but even at the height
magical.
of his wars, he always got hit.
Yeah, that was his style. He was...
At one point, Quadras didn't hurt Estrada. So
that was amazing. And
he didn't.
I love that fight.
Yeah, I watched it again. You really see the fight just turn, like for like the 5th round, 6th round. You see Estrada just doing the same thing every round, and Quadras dancing, throwing his arms down, thinking he's winning because he might have been winning early because of activity.
He always is winning early
because of activity, but then he couldn't break down
or gives away
the fundamental wall of defense of a technically sound fighter. And it's good to see Estrada back fighting regularly now again.
Yeah. They love him in Mexico, too.
They do. They need that next big Mexican non-Canelo. That's what they need.
Well,
it's like Canelo's like gluten. Like, you want to be Canelo free when we're talking about Mexican fighters. So
I consider him like an American, like just an HBO. He's from the land of HBO.
It's funny because we never talk about him because it almost seems like, well, yeah, you're right. Like, the HBO thing is just its own entity. Like, it's like if it's like the baseball. It's like the American League, the National League. If there was a 3rd league, that's what they would be. Like, their fighters are good, but we don't talk about them because they don't seem like they want to fight anybody outside of HBO.
So I can't wait to see tonight if Lemieux. So I can't wait to see HBO if Lemieux is that bad as we think he's going to be. How HBO rips him.
I don't think so. They like him.
Well, he's a Golden Boy fighter.
Yeah, they don't have that many guys that they can really... They did get smart, and they jumped into the British thing after Showtime showed them how to do it. But now they're doing it, too, so...
You know what I miss? I miss being home on a Saturday.
Yep.
And having the Joshua fight at like 3 or 4.
Best.
And then having...
That night of fights was amazing.
The big fight that night. Like, remember that Klitschko... Remember the Joshua Klitschko?
Yeah, there was other fights on...
And then at night you had, like, all the other fights.
Yeah, there was fights on Showtime and HBO. Yeah. The same after you got to see the early afternoon Klitschko-Josh. Yeah, that was great.
My best day is a big Joshua card or a British card, right? Mm-hmm. During the day. And then HBO and Showtime, and I'll mix a little UFC in there. And I got it on the iPad. That, to me, is a perfect Saturday.
My perfect
and
night,
a snowy day.
The best way to finish a snowy day night, though, is like with a glass of wine. And that's what I think of when I put on Bean Sports at 1 o'clock in the morning. and you're watching two guys, warriors, fight in front of sold-out arenas in Mexico, which that we haven't spoken about yet, how we want fights in Mexico.
They're talking about it.
I know, but that needs to happen. And you watch it, and the crowd's crazy. I don't understand what they're saying. I watch it with subtitles. But I'll tell you what, I like to end the night with one of those fights. I put it on, not expecting to see anything, and Antonio Margarito's on. I'm like, come on, man, Antonio Margarito's back? And they're like, just...
It's entertaining.
But you wouldn't even hear about those fights on any other network. They won't even talk about those fights, and that's fun to watch.
I'll tell you, funny, I was watching these fights on BN Sports in Mexico, and it was like a bullfighting ring they cleared out, right? And they put a ring in the middle, and they put all the chairs, and there was like horrible storms, like thunder, lightning, and they're fighting. And like no one's in the crowds like running away, and they're still fighting. I'm like, how are they now? Like it's pouring in the ring, and they're still fighting. I'm like, how have they not called this
That's
fight?
awesome.
Finally, they called it, and I'm
that's
like,
awesome. They can get
you
hurt.
gotta be kidding
me.
me.
They can get hurt big time, especially, those like vinyl letters that are in the ring. Like if they get wet, they're just falling down on their ass.
All right, that was our Bob Arum show. Shout out, much love, Knucklehead Nation. Get on that top-ranked Bob Arum bandwagon. He's been good to Filipino Knucklehead Nation, Ukrainian Knucklehead Nation, Newark Knucklehead Nation.
Newark?
He's good to them all. Shakur. I'm shouting out the cities. You're listening to Loaded Gloves NYC. I'm Joey El Gallo. I'm here with Tommy the Genie. Remember, 2018, the year of the Loaded Glove, the year of the Murat.
And the year of Bobby.
And Bobby Arum.
And Bobby Arum.
I'm Vasily Lomachenko getting knocked out by Mikey Garcia.
I didn't want this! The fans love Loaded Gloves.
I'll admit it, they're the best.
Keeping me up to date.
I love the show, guys. You're awesome.
Keep it locked right here.
Hold on! Imagine a world with endless supply of hot dogs. You could have a hot dog anytime you wanted. They'd be so abundant they'd become our currency. 20 hot dogs would equal roughly a nickel. Depending on the strength of the yen, I'm not quite sure, but you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just keep praying that we can clone one of these hot dogs.